Okay, give me a second. Try to make sure this has the title right. It changes the title. Hold on. Hold on. This is not working right. Okay, I don't know what happened to the description. That's weird. Hold on. Okay, it should have the description in there. Hey fam, thank you for tuning in. Appreciate you. Thank you so much. Make sure the chat's working on here. Y'all make sure to hit the like button. This is not going to be a long live at all. Try to make sure that the chat is showing up. Okay, fantastic. It is. So, I jumped on here real quick. Wanted to give you guys a quick update. Hey, see Franny, good to see you, my love. Thank you, both of you guys, for tuning in. Everybody make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Hit the like, share the video. About to drop the link for Rumble. For those who are not, make sure to follow me on Rumble. That way, when I get back to doing the lives, you guys can be on there and join in the chat. So just a little bit of an update. I want to thank everybody for your prayers. For those who have been sending prayers and positive energy, thank you for that. I definitely appreciate the prayers and positive energy. I am not able to drive right now because of the health challenges that I've been dealing with. I never ever speak worry about my circumstances, but there is concern with the mass that's on the right side of my thyroid. I spoke with my doctor's office about it because of the symptoms that I've been having. So they're going to try to move up my thyroid ultrasound so that we can find out what's going on. I'm going to be honest with you guys. It's concerning. It's very concerning, actually, because I am a 2-time thyroid cancer survivor. And when they found the malignancy before, it was when the nodule had grown a centimeter or more. And so my doctor was telling me, that he's concerned because he's like, we may have to do surgery if it's grown more than a centimeter. And with the symptoms I've been having, it's just very similar to what I've been through. So like I said, I speak healing. I'm a 2-time thyroid cancer survivor. Even if the biopsy comes back as malignant, I believe I will beat it. So I've had to stop driving. I was driving a lot of hours. I really was. I was driving like 12 plus hours a day. And, I was just doing what I had to do to maintain accommodations and all of that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Cody. I appreciate you. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. I just got a text message I need to respond to. Hold on, you guys. Hold on. Because I don't want the live to end. I had to make sure I responded. Okay. So yeah, thank you, Cody. He said, show Dee some love. Chad, our amazing sister, needs our love and support more than ever. She pours into us and our well-being. Let's return some of the love, prayers, and donations definitely needed. Thank you, Cody. I do appreciate that. So, like I said, I speak healing. I speak abundance and favor. I've been editing when I've, been laying down. I think I just probably honestly just went too hard with the driving because I was trying my hardest to, make more than enough. But it just, it was a lot. It was a whole lot, to be honest. And in my mind, I was like, well, if I can drive all these hours, I can try to make this money. But there were a lot of times where it was really slow. In between rides, it'd be like an hour or two waiting for a ride. And I'm grateful for the people that I met. I'm definitely grateful for the people that recently subscribed to my channel. Welcome all the new Dee's peeps. Welcome to Dee's world. And I'm always trying to be strong. I'm always trying to make sure I'm being positive, staying in a high frequency. But the reality is, there's a lot of concern for the health challenges. And so right now, I just really need your prayers because it's a lot to go through by yourself. It really is. And I know that everything that I am going through is a test of my faith. It's a test of my strength, my resiliency. And I trust God all the way. And I know that God has a plan. And obviously, if, I wasn't able to maintain the vehicle, then it just wasn't meant for me to continue to do that. But I'm extremely grateful for the people that I met that I was able to encourage and have an impact, a positive impact on them. I'm so happy for the young lady that I met who is completely woke. We were talking about, the whole Beyonce situation. I found out that I guess there was some sort of stampede at the concert she had in Atlanta. So, I will do a live about that when I'm feeling better and, have like more time. Because I did some research about that and it definitely, sounded and felt like it was some sort of ritual, which I'm not surprised at that at all. But the fact that she already knew about the stuff I've talked about on my channel, this past year, it was just an amazing experience, especially someone of her age, because her generation is much younger than mine. And she's like, oh, I already know. She said, all the stuff you're talking about, I've been researching. So shout out to her. Shout out to all the passengers, the ones that follow me on Instagram, the ones that subscribe to my YouTube channel. I really appreciate all of your guys' support, and just the positive experiences that we had in talking about God, talking about spirituality, talking about just all the things that are going on. Oh, of course, Instagram would abort the stream when I started talking about Beyonce and, all that. Oh, I just found out. Wait. Okay, hold on. I think I found a way. Let me see. Am I able to moderate on this one? Okay, so it let me do it on Twitch, but not on. Got it. So yeah, it was like really dope. Really dope being able to connect with people. And then like when I was playing my gospel playlist, a lot of people were saying how much they needed to hear the song. So right now, yeah, driving's been put on pause, but I'm grateful, like I said, for the people that I met. I'm grateful for the new connections. And I'm grateful for the healing that I'm speaking over my body. I'm grateful for the new opportunities that I keep having premonitions of that are getting ready to manifest. And until then, definitely prayers and donations are needed, because, now everything is kind of on pause and I still have to maintain keeping a roof over my head every day and, taking care of my necessities. I did check into assistance, and right now all the local companies that were kind of like helping out as far as transportation to the doctor's appointments, their funding's been cut. So I'm going to call the doctor's office in the morning to see if the local office has any sort of assistance so that we can get all the appointments done, because the one day that I had my appointments set, I honestly forgot about them because I was driving. I was driving overnight and then took like a power nap and went right back out and completely forgot about the appointment for my labs and the pulmonary and the mammogram. So I'm going to have to get those rescheduled. But like I said, the health challenges I feel like are there as a way to test my faith in God, test my resiliency and strength. And I know also if God shuts something down, it's for my highest good. So I am grateful for the people that I did meet. I'm very grateful for that. And for just the positive connections that did take place. It really was a blessing being able to meet and talk with people. And, just being able to speak with people about God and encourage people. So that was a blessing. C. Franny said, prayers going up for you, fam. You're trying what you can do. Thank you. And I really am. Like I said, I know I shouldn't have been driving that long, but I was, doing what I can do, doing the best that I could. And so, God obviously had a reason for shutting that down, because it really wasn't good for me physically. I'm not even going to lie to you guys. I was bleeding every day that I was driving, constantly. And I was having to, keep stopping and find a restroom and clean myself up. I was driving in like level 8 pain, but I was just trying my hardest to stay positive, because I was like, hey, at least it's an opportunity for me to, try to gain some stability in my life. But yeah, going through this medical journey by myself has been very difficult, on an emotional level. It's really made me miss my dad a whole lot, and I do what he told me, push, pray until something happens every day. But there's just times I really want to talk to him and just hear his voice and have him pray with me. And the same thing with my sis that passed away. Elissa, she was my armor bearer. I was her armor bearer. And her memorial's coming up on the 1st of September. So, it's just, it's like a difficult time on an emotional level. So I'm going to also contact the office to see if I can start doing the counseling sessions over the phone instead of in person, because, my doctor is like, we know that this is a lot to be dealing with. Ulcers, the gastritis, the internal bleeding, the internal external hemorrhoids, the mass on the thyroid. It's like all these challenges are there to, I feel like, build up my faith and to build up my strength and resiliency. And sometimes, as much as I want to go hard, my body really needs to rest. Like, genuinely, I need to rest. And so I think that's the real reason that God allowed that to happen, because Lord knows I was driving, but that particular day, on Sunday, I bled until 6:30 p.m. and I couldn't even get out to go drive until like 7:30, almost 8 o'clock. And I drove overnight until 7:30 in the morning, but I still just wasn't able to make enough to make the car payment. And so, I had to return the car. And I was like, Lord, I trust you. I know that you have a plan. And so just show me what it is. And I was told by 3 different people, God has something better for you, D. So, don't look at it as anything negative. You weren't resting and you were going really, really hard, and your body needs to rest because you're going through a lot medically, and, you're not getting the rest that you need. So I want to thank all of you who have expressed concern. And, there have been some that have, of course, made negative comments. But like I said, until you're in my shoes, you have no idea what it's like to go through this. You don't even know what it physically feels like to go through this. And, it's easy for someone to judge your situation when it's not them in your position, when it's not them going through the medical battle and people telling you what they think you should do or shouldn't have done. It's like, dude, that's not helpful at all. That's like so low vibrational and negative. When I was out here driving and working harder than most people who are perfectly healthy, and just, so, I'm used to going hard, but it's like now the ancestors are like, just rest. We got you. And I was like, okay, I'm going to just trust that. Cody said, sounds like the stampede was just like Astroworld. Exactly. That's what a lot of people are saying, that it was just like the Astroworld situation. And so I was doing some research about it. It's not a coincidence that there were 11 people injured when we know the significance of the number 11 when it comes to the Illuminati and Freemasonry. So Cody said, remember, fam, struggling is not failure. It's just a redirection in our lives. Absolutely. And I receive that. And I know that this is, everything is being redirected for alignment. I really do know that. And I definitely believe it. So I know that God is aligning me with what is for me because I keep having premonitions of it. By the way, shout out to the Freestyle King Little Flip. Shout out to Zero. Shout out to Little Kiki. Shout out to Above Entertainment, Clover G Records. Shout out to Brent Law of Dexterity. These are all people who I have met and connected with, who have been very positive, who there is the possibility for contractual opportunities. I've talked with quite a few of them about that, in terms of my editing skill set. That's why you guys will see me, editing and uploading. That thumbnail that I created that I turned into a reel, I just did the SEO analytics on that from YouTube Studio, and the first videos had over 1,000 views, which is really dope, considering that it's just like a really quick short. So I'm going to be editing the SEO analytics and getting that updated, and then I'm going to actually complete the editing from the Little Kiki concert and get that uploaded, because I was able to capture some really good footage. And then I'm just going to move into the video shoot that we did. Because like I said, that I have about 4 hours of content that I'm still editing. So I'm going to be focusing on offering my editing skill set while I'm going through this medical journey. And whatever is will is what will be, you know. So shoot. Okay, I'm going to call them back. Actually, what I'm going to do, I'm going to jump off live because I now have 2 people that I need to call back that were reaching out to me. So family, for those who can, let me drop this in the chat. For those who can, you know, please send any donations that you can to my Cash App or Venmo. They are needed at this time, especially since I'm not able to drive. Any amount will help. You know, I'm trying to keep my current accommodations where I'm at, and also, you know, just needing to get basic needs, you know, hygiene products, food, etc. So family, anybody who can, please send your donations. I definitely need them. And y'all know I don't do this hardly ever because y'all know I don't even like asking for help. But if you can, please donate. And if you can't, just send prayers, you know, send prayers of abundance and healing and prosperity. And just know that I appreciate every one of you. Thank you to all of you for your consistent love and support and your positive energy. And hopefully later on, I'll be able to jump back on later tonight when I feel a little bit better. All right. Love you, family.